We love what we see in the Nigeria Professional Football League. And only the last time you were here, we mentioned that it's important that our coaching gets to that level where we'll say it's international. Looking at Benga Ogumbote and Abdul Maikaba, you want to say well done.
Yeah, undoubtedly some of the best brains in terms of coaching in Nigeria. Like Toby said, Ogumbote led Sunshine Stars to the semi-final on the continent, twice, almost knocking at the door of the final. Then Abdul Makaba, a former school teacher, you expect that he will be cerebral, his level of intellect will be high. He proved that with Wiki Tourist, with modest players, he got a continental ticket and he's replicating that same form with Aqua United. So I think these are coaches that we should encourage. Just today, the NFF, commended one particular referee who, in Makurdi. These coaches should also be encouraged.
That's right.
To come up with structures, schemes to ensure that the best three coaches, at the end of the season, they go on refresher courses.
That's right.
When they come back, the players will be better for it, and our league will be better for it. Because when these three teams are doing well, it now begins to form a template for how we should play our league. The style of football, then you begin to see better improvements on the pitch.
I agree. Because someone was asking, how did this German team do it at the FIFA Confederations Cup? I said, it's coaching. There is a system in place. They just plug in players and we see the result. Let's go to Lafia. We also saw an interesting game there when Nasarawa United took on Gombe United. Yep. Nasarawa United, again, you still see pictures, Toby. They needed to win that one. They gave it the approach that we'll give them victory, and they got it.
I mean, it was a bit of setback for Nasarawa United. If they had won that game, that would have been 40 points for them, and they're just 3 points away from a continental position. Antonini got the opening goal in this encounter for Nasarawa United. They thought they had it, and then Gombe United, fought back very hard. They got an experienced manager, Manu Gaba, and then Sani Abani, level scores in the 71st minute of the game, assisted by Waida Falabi, former 3SC player. And you look at Nasarawa United in this one. They were favourite going to this game because they haven't considered any goal at home in 13 hours and 38 minutes of play before they get this Gombe United. And Gombe United have got poor record anytime they travel to Lafia. They've lost, the last 7 games, traveling to Lafia. This is their first point, I think, in 8 games against, Nasarawa United in Lafia. So it was a good one for them. When you're fighting relegation, you go to these grounds and prove your worth and get a point. And I think this point is very, very vital and important for Gombe United in this relegation dugout. So they will get a lot of motivation in this one. They will go back home and see if they can, complement on this.
That's right. And if you look at it, when teams go away from home and put up this sort of performance, the only thing it can do for them is motivation.
Yeah, you have to motivate them. When you are fighting the drop, you have to motivate players because when the players don't want to listen to issues of unpaid salaries, they are fighting for survival. And I think Nasarawa United, when you look at the game, Austin and Toby, I think Nasarawa United would also, rule some of the chances they missed and loss of concentration in that particular, incident that led to the equalizer. So they will take some lessons from there. But for Gombe, they needed a point and they got it. Manu Garba, an experienced coach at the youth level, now he's coaching the Premier League side. He doesn't want to go down with the team because it's not a good record for him. I think this point will be vital for their promotion. Survival ambitions.
Wow, it was a fight to avoid relegation. And Manu Garba and his Gombe United team, that is what they are hoping to do: fight and get out of that zone. It's not just them; it's a whole lot of fight because when you see this table that is coming up now, you will know how competitive it is at the Nigeria Professional Football League. Let's begin with the top 4, Toby. So Plateau United will be saying to themselves now, we must run, otherwise we'll be caught. Yeah,
I agree with you. They need to work very hard. Yes, even though they've got, a good advantage of goal difference, now they're just 2 points above MFM, and then MFM have got themselves into this position. And however, when the likes of Eyimba International are behind you, Aqua United, we talk about them earlier.
This level of
Academy Warriors, you need to be very consistent. So Boboye and his boys will understand that they need to really work hard. You talk about MFM also for the 6 points, good one for them. Aqua United for the 3, Academy for the 3. So these are teams really making things interesting in the top 4. So it will get more interesting, get more bigger as the season continues. So we are talking about Plateau United looking as a favourite a couple of days back when they had the 5 points, lead on the log. But right now that MFL have closed them up, there's Academy, there's Eyimba, and there's Aqua United came behind them. It will make it more very, very interesting. And you look at Plateau United, the next 3 games, doesn't come very, very, very easy for them also. So they need to work hard. They need to work hard, and I think Moboyes and his boys, will realize that it is not yet worry for them. They need to get the job done more.
That's right. So that's it with match day 27 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. We're already getting messages from our fans of Plateau United saying, look, we will not lose out of this race. A lot of work to be done because we still have a lot of games to be played in the Nigeria Professional Football League. I think it's all over. No, it's not. It's 27. We still have 11 more games to go.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of work. Let's go to the league that we also, we can gladly say, beat our chest and say it's also competitive, the Nigeria National League. Now, if you win from that level, you go to the NPFL and only that level. You look at a team this week, next week it becomes something else.
Now, I think for me, it's the league of the season because you have a lot of teams with history in that league, and the level of competition has been quite keen. Yeah. Every week, you see, different things, especially at the top of the table and at the lower end of the table. Heartland went to Nembe, they lost 2-0 against Bayelsa United, and Omoku, that's the team from Omoku, lost to Delta Force also, and Crown of Ogbomoso recovered from their midweek loss against the team from Omoku, and they beat Gateway FC by 3-1. Wow. So it's a lot of competition, it's a lot of rivalry, and it's a league that you can't keep your eyes off. No. You're always sitting.
You ask questions when next you come. If you take your eyes off it, you're asking questions because remember the last time we were at Heartland, they seemed comfortable, but right now it's just 1 point that separates them and Crown.
I mean, Crown really close up after they lost to Bayelsa United. Data for also hanging around. There's a go round. There's Bayelsa United, but for Heartland FC, I still think when you got 4 away wins, still enough for them to take them on into the season. They've got 24 goals and then they've conceded 19. They look as the most consistent team in this, Southern Conference, and I think they should get it. In the Northern Conference, looking very interesting also for Crown United, who got John Obo as the manager. Out of the 8 wins they've got this season, they've got 3 on the road also. So they look very consistent in the Northern Conference. You'll be there, South, Jigawa going south, Kaduna hanging around them. Makes it more interesting.
There's confirmation of the result, Austin.
I know. It's so tight. Yeah. Warri Wolves, when you're expecting them to start doing all they can to amass those points, but our First Bank said no. We will get a point from this one. Delta Force, you mentioned, defeated Newe United 2-0. Crown FC, they were rampant. You see that visit? Well, say community should be involved. They're already reaping the fruits after beating Gateway United 3-0. Bendel Insurance showing good signs of. Let's monitor Bendel Insurance. It's like go around 2-0. Bayelsa United defeated Heartland 2-0. That's one heavyweight clash right there. Yeah. Anything can happen. So it was the home side that got it. Okay, Ikorodu United. This for me was the results of this match day.
Yeah,
it was the result.
Derby game.
In Lagos Derby, both teams struggled in the relegation zone. So I think it's more of the Ikorodu United. With this victory, they're just 2 points above at the safety position.
That's right. So that's it for the Nigeria National League. You can keep the conversation going on social media. I'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up this show. Don't go anywhere. Stay.